Welcome back
Welcome back.
to One Terrible Podcast.
Very spooky episode of One Terrible Podcast.
Very spooky. We're gonna tell ghost stories.
Once upon a time, there was a man. He was a strange man. Skinnier than most. He lived his life unlike others. He'd act, he'd dance, he'd sing. Went to a small school called Nashville School of the Arts. Now this man, he had eyes like an angel or a demon. One can't really tell. Now, his acting career really took a hold of him, causing him to believe in things that weren't really there. And every time he played a role, he took part of that role in for him. At first it was fine. Who wouldn't love the charming lead in a musical? Who wouldn't love the good guy Stan at the local play? It wasn't until he played Ted Bundy in his school's production of Hey Ma, I got kidnapped, please help, that we knew something was wrong. The little skinny man began to hear voices. Voices. The voices of Ted Bundy and his victims. They told him things. They whispered in his little ears. They told him Milo. That's his name, by the way. It was Milo. Milo. You have to follow my lead. And that's just what he did. He began killing. And after every kill, they took pictures of his victims. The first, being a young man by the name of Sawyer. After, a young man by the name of Jake. And after that, the voice of Ted Bundy spoke to him, and he was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You kill girls. I killed girls. You have to kill women. You just killed two guys. Why the fuck would you just kill two guys? I'm Ted Bundy. Have you not? So Milo knew what he had to do. So he killed a couple of girls. Anyway, the cops got him. They fucking shot him to death. Not even warning that they were there. They just used so much force. They fucking shot him.
They fucking did.
And then, just like that, Milo was dead. His eyes, never to lay onto another person again. Till we resurrected him for the podcast.
Hey, I'm your special
One
guest,
Terrible
Ted
Podcast.
Bundy, baby. Let's go.
Dead Bundy, more like Dead Bundy. Welcome
Why did
back
Milo
from the
look
other
like
side,
Anakin?
Milo.
Hello.
Come back from the other side, Milo.
Thank you.
It's great to have you. I am currently performing a seance. All of those are lit candles. It is very warm right now.
Oh my god.
So you know, welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I am your host with the most, Sawyer Latham.
My eyes burn. I didn't burn
I'm your
for
host,
so long.
Jake O'Rear.
And I'm somebody. I don't know, Milo, Ted Bundy. Who knows?
Who knows? Is that incense?
It is. I was trying to give a gothic atmosphere, but then I realized you can't fucking see the smoke.
We can turn off
So,
the Minecraft cave noises now.
We can turn off. We can get on spooky. We can get.
I forgot the
real
thing
now.
was still playing. Oh, can I share an actual scary story?
Are we still being spooky? Fuck! I just put out my incense. Hang on.
No, put out your incense. Okay. Whatever. I just thought when you said ghost stories, or I said ghost stories, I don't remember. When you told that ghost story, I thought of an actual scary story that happened in my life.
Oh, sorry. That story wasn't scary enough for you? Okay.
Okay. All right. This is our first feud. Our first on podcast feud.
Okay. Oh yeah, because me and Milo arguing over TV acting wasn't a real feud. That one doesn't count.
I meant the feud between us.
Okay, can we kick we get groovy? Can we get groovy?
You
Is
probably
Groovy
can.
still playing cave sounds?
No, I skipped it. Oh,
Can
don't focus on
Just-
Groovy. Fuck.
let's disconnect. Ow, fuck! I can't
Mm.
use my mouse because candles. There's a bunch of candles.
We love being
Oh, fuck.
prepared.
Disconnect. Okay, there we go.
There
Goodbye,
it
Groovy.
is.
Boom, bada boom, bada boom. Now we look. Now even fucking spookier. You can't see the like flame movement. That was like what I wanted. Is to see the like flicking the flame.
Get a better camera, idiot.
It's not my it's not my camera. My camera's fine. It's my dinky tea candles.
Oh,
These aren't even pumpkin worthy, dog.
okay.
Look, man. I keep bending over and like touching my hair to the flames and almost lighting myself on fire. I'm gonna light this one that's bigger. Maybe I'll actually be able to like see.
I burnt my eyebrow once.
I have been burnt many a time. Have I ever told y'all the eagle story?
No.
I think so.
What a good story for the podcast.
Remember when I
What
was
is
going
it?
to tell a scary
I don't
story?
think it-
Sorry, Jake.
Dude.
Continue. Tell your story. And then I'll tell my eagle story in a minute.
To answer your question, I worked in a pizza kitchen for a very long time. I've burned myself quite a lot. But
Oh, that's terrifying.
when I was little, yes, I know. Often. Got one today. Or yesterday. It's been a long few days. So when I was maybe like 12, I lived in this room at my old house. It wasn't an attic, but
It
it
was
wasn't.
under the stairs.
It was like a storage room. And you could see the slant of the roof in the room. It was really weird. It was like a storage room, but I lived in it. So anyway, in this room, there was a closet type space
Mm-hmm.
and like a door, very small on the wall. And I laid across from it in my bed. And one time in the middle of the night, I heard scratching on that door. I heard nails scratching against it. And
Little rat.
like that,
It's a little fucking rat.
if a rat's claws were that big, I'd be terrified because that's a big fucking rat.
Would you prefer rat claws or just human claws? I think I'd be less scared if it was a rat with long claws than an actual human ghost in my wall, personally. But
That's a
that's
good
just my
point. What are you scared of more, a human or a
What do you
rat
s-
with
what
a
do you
giant fucking rat?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I laughed and put out all of my candles. What are you scared of
Alright,
more? Human-sized rat or rat-sized human?
Oh, a rat-sized human?
Which part of Ratatouille made you shit?
I'm more scared of the human-sized rat. I'll just step on a rat-sized human. I'll end
Damn.
someone's life like that.
Out here fucking committing murder and shit.
On a small... I mean, I for some reason assumed that we were in danger in this situation, that they were going to be attacking us.
I mean, that's just the life of Jake. Is once you have one moment of nails scratching on your wall, the entire rest of your life is spent in fear, thinking, "Is this when the rats attack?"
Is this when
rat attack
somebody's
cat.
about to attack me? That's why I have.
I got a
social
movie
anxiety.
idea from what you just said. It's
Uh-huh.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids Part 2. It's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and now they're rats.
I got an even better
There's
idea. What
already
if
a Honey, I
what if
Shrunk
we
the Kids
spun off
too.
of that?
What?
What if we spun off of that? What if we spun off of that and made the rat able to cook?
That's a fucking movie. That's
Really
a
fucking
movie
well?
right there.
And you
Yeah.
can like find some fucking dweeb that gets hired by this fucking hell of a restaurant that for some reason doesn't know how to fucking cook. You think the kid would know how to cook?
we
because
could
the
name it
restaurant
like
hired him.
He said
some,
we.
we can name it after a food. Like
Yeah,
I'm thinking like
pasta.
lasagna. Yeah.
Pasta the movie.
Pasta
No,
rat
it's
movie.
gotta be like it's gotta be more of a. Never.
Linguini.
Pasta works. Linguini.
There we go. There's the smoke. Can I tell my eagle story now?
Yes.
You may.
There's the smoke. Are you gonna hold it
This is
there the
the
whole time?
story of the time I
All
almost
about
burned
how.
myself to death. Now, little known fact about me. I used to be a Boy Scout. Now, Boy Scouts, I used to work at a Boy Scout camp. being a Boy Scout, working at a Boy Scout camp, means we participated in a couple of ritualistic things. And one of these ritualistic things was burning the silhouette of an eagle every 4th of July. Now, I know. Little patriotic there, sire, huh? Little crazy. Burning the silhouette of an eagle for a day every single year. Yeah, I know. It's kind of odd. But I'm sorry. I misspoke. We didn't do it for the 4th of July. We did it every Friday. That's right, baby.
Wait,
We
hold
did
on.
it every Friday. We took so let me lay out the geography of the scene a little bit. All right.
What the fuck?
Let me lay out the geography of the scene a little bit. You had the amphitheater sloping down onto the stage, and then past the stage was the lake, and then across the lake there was this metal frame where you would take tent canvas and put it up in the silhouette of an eagle, and then we'd soak it in diesel and we'd light that baby on fire. Now, one fateful day, I was assigned to the Eagle crew. A little bit of a flashback, right? Past couple of days, we've been experiencing some horrible flooding around. The water's risen like 3 or 4 feet. It's nothing like summer-ending, game-changing, but it's enough. It's enough where we're like, oh, this might be a little different this year. So I get told I am on the Eagle crew. A very dangerous, lighting a giant thing on fire, with 2 guys, one named Corey and one named Beanpole.
I have heard this.
Now, me, Corey, and Beanpole, we were a rowdy bunch. We were a couple of rowdy kids. So what did we do for the like 3 hours, 3 hours of like extra time we had? We played Magic the Gathering. Now, we've been playing Magic the Gathering for an unhealthy amount of time. We look at our clocks and we realize, oh golly gee, we have 2 hours until we're supposed to light this eagle on fire, baby. Let's group together. Let's get her done. Now, one interesting thing about Boxwell is that it's really fucking big. Now there's multiple camps inside of Boxwell. You got Stallman and you got Craig. I was with Stallman, so was Corey, so was Beanpole. So me and Corey went over to the tent canvas pile where we were going to get all the rotten tent canvas, and we can go and start to like cut it up and make the eagle. And we get there, and it's fucking soaking wet. It's fucking soaking wet. You'd think we'd think that maybe, oh hey, it's been raining the past 7 days. This thing that's just been sitting outside might be wet. This cloth that's been outside might be wet. We didn't think about it. No. So now we're at 2 hours. We got soaking tent canvas, and we're like, okay, we'll just work with this. So we fucking pick up this soaking wet hunk of cloth, throw it in the back of this dinky ass like 1987 Ford pickup truck, and we hit the road, baby. We hit the road. We are scrambling down, trying to get to where all the diesel is at in Stallman. So we get to these giant ass diesel tanks. There's like 5 huge ass tanker sized diesel tanks. We go, we open up the valve, and they're empty. All of them are empty. I don't know how. I don't know why we use that much diesel, but they were all industrial sized tankers empty. So now we're looking at about an hour and a half, right? And we're freaking out. We call like Carl Adkins, who's like the main boss, like big guy. Like, you don't fuck with Carl Adkins. We call Carl Adkins. We're like, hey man, we don't have any diesel. So he calls his people, and we get a couple of people from Craig over to Stallman, and they hand us some diesel gas. And it's not a lot. It's about like 3 5-gallon tanks worth. So not much, just 15 gallons worth of highly flammable diesel gas. So we throw that in the back of the truck as well, along with the wet canvas, and we hit the road once more. Now we notice on the way over there, the rain is picking up just a little bit. It's not like bad, but for some reason the water is rising. Maybe there was a dam broke somewhere, but the water was kind of picking up a little bit. So we cross out into this peninsula, right? That's like pretty much just a dirt road right next to the shoreline. And we're driving out, and we get all the way out there, and we look and we see. Now, let me put out my incense so I can properly explain. What I've been looking at. Now, I look out into the expanse of what is supposed to be a clearing for us to put the where the eagle frame is, right? And I see a pond. I see a pond with a metal frame in the exact middle. The water has risen enough so that the entire ground around the like sunken in area where the frame was flooded. Now, there was a log that was like down in front of the little cove, and that wouldn't matter usually if it wasn't for the fact that 5-gallon buckets of diesel fuel, 5-gallon buckets, so 25 gallons worth of diesel, were set at the base of the frame and had spilt into the water prior. Now, little known fact about diesel, it floats on water. So it was all contained in this little cove area by this log, 25 gallons worth of diesel floating on top of the water, where we would have to build a eagle soaked in diesel to light on fire. So now we're looking at about 45 minutes, right? And we tell Corey, get out of the car. And Corey gets out and he takes this little knife and he starts like ripping the like tent canvas up, and he starts soaking it into the diesel. And me and Beanpole are sitting there at the bank looking out into the abyss of diesel, and we're like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? The fuck are we supposed to do? And Beanpole gets this bright idea, honestly one of the brightest ideas any man could ever have. He looks at me and he says, we get a canoe. Genius. We can get a canoe, we can stand in the canoe, and we won't have to worry about the flames lapping up at our feet because we'll be in a metal canoe, and metal won't catch on fire, right? So me and Beanpole hop back into this dinky ass white pickup truck and we book it, baby. I mean, we're hitting like 50 some miles per hour in there, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for this truck, dude, fast. Like I'm rattling in my chair as we're like bumping down the road. We finally get to waterfront, and there's a canoe class going on right now. So like all the good canoes are out. and so me and Beanpole, we go up to Berta, and we're like, hey, Berta, we need a canoe. We need a canoe that we can stand in. And he's like, okay. And he hands us what is, honest to God, the dinkiest canoe I've ever seen in my entire life. It was silver at one point. It's brown now because of rust. But it was silver at one point. So we strapped this baby kind of like in the truck. Like here's the cab. The canoe is in the truck, like jutting upwards and out of the pickup. And we turn around and we head back, and we're steaming down the road, brother. And somehow, some god reached down and scooped out a ditch in the road going back to the peninsula and filled it with water. And me and Beanpole, we were steaming down that road and hit this ditch at like 50. I keep blowing out my candle, so I'm going to turn on my lamp. And we hit this ditch at like 50 miles an hour. And I remember just this wall of brown water coming up in front of the truck as I fly forward towards the dash, and the canoe shoots in front of the truck, embeds itself into the ground, snaps in half backwards, and the truck gets taken off of its axles. Like the entire like framing underneath the truck, it's taken off. The cab is solid 5 feet in front of the front wheel of the truck. So it's like up and back like this. Me and Beanpole are just like, we're at 10 minutes. And so we run the other half mile. We see Corey there. His arms are covered in diesel, a pile of tent canvas around his feet. He's like, I'm still not done. I'm still not done. Me and Beanpole grab like the sopping diesel tent canvas up with our hands, and we're going and we're like throwing it up into this eagle frame. And we're like just like fucking throwing and chunking all of this, like just dripping with diesel all over us. Our arms are covered, our legs are covered, everything. And we're watching the clock like minute, 45 seconds, 30 seconds. We get it done. We hear our cue. We're all standing around this giant metal frame covered in diesel water, standing in diesel water, and I light that sucker up. And that eagle is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And me, Corey, and Beanpole, we stand around and we gaze. We gaze at the flaming silhouettes that's there before us. The most patriotic I've ever felt in my entire life. And I watch part of the eagle slowly drifts down into the water It lands. And the entire fucking thing catches on fire. Me and Corey and Beanpole are like, fuck! And we sprint as fast as we can to the shore, and I shit you not, fucking barely get out. Drenched in diesel, like my legs were shiny. I had so much diesel fuel on me. The entire pond is just ablaze, like a fucking 15 by 15 circle of water just on fire as we're staring in just complete shock. And we hear a truck come up, and Carl Adkins steps out. The
big boss.
The big boss, Carl Adkins steps out. Long story short, I haven't worked there again. But that was it. That was the closest I've ever come to lighting myself on fire. And one of my last summers at Boy Scout camp.
Shit.
Can I ask a question that we may have to cut out?
Sure.
Was Beanpole a Native American name?
Okay. Okay. No. The dude was 7.5 feet tall. Giant of a man. A giant man. So they went with Beanpole. Because, height, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
7 feet
This
tall.
motherfucker was an avatar.
He what?
From the planet Pandora. What the fuck?
From the planet Airbender.
No.
That's wild.
Let me move my 9 candles out of the way so I can engage now.
I am so hungry.
I got another story from that summer of me almost dying for a Boy Scout camp, of all things.
Fuck Boy Scouts.
Whoa. You sound like a scout.
Where did your
leader.
camera go, Milo?
I'm hiding.
Why are you hiding?
I'm hiding.
Do you forget we're on a podcast?
I'm hiding.
I think
Why
he's
does
setting
he sound
something up.
far away?
Because I think he's setting something up.
Oh god. Welcome back to... We take so much time to set up bits that are okay. So, my mom ordered me pizza and was like, listen for the doorbell. And I was like, send me the tracker so I know when it's coming. And I've not gotten the tracker yet. So I have no idea when I'm supposed to be getting pizza. If pizza has arrived.
The pizza man could come mid-podcast and he can be our guest. Milo, come back to your camera.
I'm hiding.
Pizza
No.
Man is my favorite cryptid.
He said it even further that time. Milo.
Did he get like wireless headphones and just hasn't told us yet?
I'm hiding.
Stop.
Milo, I'll count to 10 and you better be back or I am going to tell the IRS you didn't file your taxes the past 3 years. There he is.
Look at him.
I knew I'd get him back. Why is he so why is his headphones so long? Why are his headphones so long? Welcome back to Bedcast, where we sleep. Y'all want to get in the bed?
They probably
Y'all
do
want to
that
get in the bed? Let's get in the bed. All right,
Alright,
Milo,
I'll just
join
be
you.
off screen.
I'll join you. Let's get in the bed. Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. Welcome back to Bedcast. Today will be Hi. Go back to sleep time. Welcome back to Sleep Time with Steven. Today I am going to be telling you my favorite bedtime story. It's called 12 Years a Slave.
I don't know about this accent.
The first year, uh-oh. Second year, uh-oh. Third year, pretty bad. Fourth year,
Oh, I really don't know about this accent.
it's
Where-
been now over because Jake is scared I'm going to get cancelled.
Where is Milo? Why is he? Shit.
There he is.
Guys.
Can't hear him.
Welcome back to nighttime. So, boys, how are y'all feeling tonight, huh?
This was a spooky cast,
No,
and this was a storytelling cast, and now this is a 2/3 bedtime, 1/3 fucking going chaotic evil.
Guys, look at how weird my hand looks. It's not there. Guys, would y'all still love me if I didn't have a hand?
No.
Milo hates cripples. Milo hates cripples.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Y'all want to play some D&D on the podcast? Y'all want to make a D&D podcast? Call it the Quest Company?
Not really.
Why not?
I gotta tell you something. No, actually, no. I thought about it. I thought for a second I didn't like D&D because I was playing with that one group, but then I thought about it and I stopped playing with them. But I was a cleric. Like I tried cleric
Uh-huh.
and like spells. Just playing with spells is so overwhelming and scary, and I think I would like it with like someone like a fighter or something that doesn't have magic.
So you're pussy. That's what I'm hearing. Here's my little guy. I've not been able to run yet. I actually don't know his name. I just designed this character and was like, I want to do him. I gotta do the.
I want to do them. It's focusing on your hand, and your hand looks so.
So very large.
Where are you, and what are you doing?
Oh, goodness. Come on.
He
Focus.
hasn't shaved. Look at that.
Focus. Please.
He's got hairs.
Hello.
Hello.
There he is. Yeah. Call him Captain Redbeard. He
took a long
dwarf
time.
Pirate captain. It really did. I think my pizza's here. I don't know. Hey, did I ever tell y'all the story of how this?
You told me recently because I
hole in my
asked.
wall? Well, there's a hole in my wall because I was watching Marriage Story, and Adam Driver punched a hole in his wall, and I said, "It can't be that easy." So I turned around and punched a hole in my wall. It was that easy.
I thought it didn't get worse than chaos in the bathroom. Oh my fucking god.
I don't remember how to set up my webcam. There we go.
I need to fucking fix my setup. I just like destroyed my entire setup.
What for? What?
Not
Where
really.
were you?
I was on my bed.
Welcome back to One Terrible Podcast. I'm your host with the most, Sawyer Latham.
Hi, welcome back to One Terrible Podcast. I'm your host, Jake O'Rear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Milo has broken his microphone. Please put it back on. Please tell me you can put it back on. Tell me you can put it back on. Okay, then do it. Then put it back on.
When I leave this podcast, why is he doing this? Why is he doing this?
Milo, put the podcast back on so I can go get my pizza and we won't leave Jake to entertain the listeners alone.
I'll do
You
it.
got 5 seconds.
I got a lot of interesting things to say.
You know what? You know what, Jake? The floor is yours.
All right. Well, here we go. I was texting my friend, and she brought up this point that humans may not be built for singular companionship. Now, I'm not talking about like marrying multiple. I mean, like not long-term duos. And I thought that was really interesting because nowadays you see a lot of more divorces and stuff, and I think the concept of marriage is too easily to get into. It got me thinking about a lot of stuff, and it all sprouted from this conversation that we had about standards and how it's kind of complicated standards. Some people want long-term stuff, some people don't, and some people, I mean, there's so much. But I think nowadays people are settling for something beneath their standards, like when it comes to toxic people or any other type of person, any other type of bad person. You know, I don't know. I was saying something, but I forgot it. And that happens. You didn't think that this podcast would go here, but it did. What other things can I talk about? Because I didn't think pizza obtaining wouldn't be this long. But maybe he's passing the pizza along with his family. I like how I've been having to watch Milo fix his microphone. And I think that's what's making me get confused mid-sentence. Is because I'm focusing on what we like to say too much. He said, yeah. What's that about? Why are you saying yeah? Let's talk about video games real quick. I don't think I've ever been more excited for anything in my life than I am for Cyberpunk. Just kidding. That's not true. But I am very excited for Cyberpunk. I'm excited for AC Valhalla, Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Hey.
He
Did
fixed it.
Milo just fix his mic?
He
No.
just fixed it.
No, I did not.
He
It's
fixed
a
it as you were
lie.
putting
That's
it.
a lie. I fixed it a long time ago.
I'm so
That is
sorry,
not
Jake.
true.
No,
I-
no,
So,
it's not true.
did that make you realize that you could run a podcast by yourself, and you're now going to leave One Terrible Podcast and just open
Absolutely not.
up the
I
Jake
said a
Show?
lot of things.
I want to do a solo podcast. I want to stop doing One Terrible Podcast, but I just want to like ramble and save my ramblings. I don't think anybody would listen to me.
My dad is trying to do that. He's trying to do a podcast in the car.
I just want to talk about like politics and stuff.
Do you like how long my headphones are? My Apple earbuds?
I really don't. I really don't like that at all. I think it's a very odd fact.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Well, so look. So this is the length of my actual earbuds, right?
Correct,
They don't reach my computer, like from where my chair is in correlation to my desk. So I just bought an extender. It's way too long. It's like 10 feet long, but
That's how I feel about my Ethernet cable right now.
I want pizza so bad right now.
My internet router is behind my monitor, and my like actual like tower is right next to my monitor, and I have like a 30-foot Ethernet cable.
can you show me what that looks like?
He's got things hidden.
I got like, granted, I've not like cleaned it up, but at least it makes me look healthy. I got so many water bottles down here, dude. Like,
Dude, same.
I have a sparkling water machine in my house.
I have an entire in your fake house. It's an Airbnb.
Well, in my real house as well. In my real house as well.
Why haven't you ever given me any sparkling water then?
Because it's gross as fuck.
It's new.
Shut your mouth.
No, it's not.
Shut your mouth, Jake.
You're a dirty son of a bitch, you know that?
Shut your mouth.
It's so gross.
It's
Where
not.
do I have to look? Am I still looking left to see you, Milo?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
What the fuck is this problem?
I don't know, dude.
I'm gonna be honest. This is my favorite bit. This is my favorite bit that we do.
Dude, no, me too.
Just being able to like see each other.
Mm-hmm. It's not even a bit. Like whenever I look to my left, I see you. I see your face staring back at me. We're in the same room, by the way.
It's just right over there.
Yeah. It's just very different lighting, very different landscapes.
It's a very long room.
It is so long.
What?
Shut up.
Fuck skyscrapers. Give me long buildings.
I thought he was about to say Skylanders. Because let me tell you something. I used to fuck with Skylanders. I love Skylanders. I had so many. I had some of the big ones.
I used to have so many Beyblades.
Beyblades
I
was a good one.
hard with Beyblades.
I had a lot of friends that were super into Beyblades and would let me play with theirs, so I didn't ever buy my own.
And I was good at it, dude. Like,
Dude.
What?
What about fucking Bakugan?
never really fucked with it.
So many Bakugan.
Loved looking at my friends' Bakugans.
No, me too.
I had the one that came with 5 Bakugan, but you could put them in together and make them one giant one. Oh my god.
No,
I played
but
a lot of Magic. I played a lot of Magic when I was younger. I never thought I'd mention that in a podcast, let alone twice in one podcast, because I talked about it earlier. But yeah, I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering. I still got my cards somewhere. Dude, I remember, what were they called? What were the gods called? Were they Pathfinders?
uh-oh.
I can't remember
I just lagged out my
the
Discord.
name of the most powerful cards, but I remember. Nice.
Okay.
Welcome back
I'll-
to One Terrible Podcast.
I just realized that
Sawyer.
he's the one recording,
Yeah.
so it's
I will.
gonna.
I'll cut that out.
That means
Welcome
you cut
back.
out like a story that Sawyer was on.
It was only for like 10 seconds.
Welcome back to One Terrible Podcast. I'm your host with the most, Sawyer Latham.
Welcome back to the podcast. Hi, I'm Jake over
We're
here.
we're not starting the podcast again. And I'm Ted Bundy.
No, we just been doing that. It's called a recurring bit. Milo.
I'm
But
Ted Bundy.
in fact, it's the first recurring bit that's ever been mentioned to me about somebody liking it. My good old friend Joseph Lightus talked about the reoccurring starting bit.
Huh?
Quit shitting on what's working, baby.
Who?
My vote is kicking Milo off.
All right, bye, Milo. Actually, don't go.
You fucking lose this podcast then.
Baby, I got OBS. Granted, it'd be lagging like 10 frames a second, but I got OBS.
And I'm the only one with good camera quality. Just my presence, like, it presents ourselves as more professional. So you can't kick me.
I have to get really close to mine for it to focus like properly and look like a good camera. It's gonna take a second.
My camera used to be the best of the bunch. Then Milo got this actual like $500 camera and hooked it up to his PC.
Yeah.
I was so happy with my little, because I think I spent like $150 on this webcam or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I bought it for Juilliard. I'm gonna buy a better camera for Juilliard again.
Yeah.
Please let me go to your school. Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. I love that. I love that, and I love ka-chow. Those are some good catch lines.
You know what I
catchphrases.
want to
Or
do
fuck,
after
goddamn
we
it.
end recording? I want to go to McDonald's, dude.
Milo, what time is it?
It's 11:21.
I was thinking about you bringing me some McDonald's.
You wanna bring
I'm
me
not
some
driving all the
McDonald's?
way out to Bellevue to bring you McDonald's.
Want to have an impromptu boys' night?
Tonight? I'd have to ask my
I
mom.
don't have work tomorrow, so
I don't either.
I mean it would work.
I do have COVID though.
Would you bring me a McDonald's in that case?
Nah, COVID ain't real. I
He's
would
got a
probably
point.
bring. Yes, I would bring you McDonald's.
I'm gonna have to talk to my mom after this real quick.
Just
this is
for
boring.
McDonald's.
This is what happens, guys. This is what boys do. We just are talking on Discord through a podcast, and then we're like, "Hey, let's have a good, great night."
Here's what I love so much about this podcast, right?
Mhm.
We can be really shitty at it because it's our name.
That's a good point.
We set the standard immediately.
We did. And if you're watching,
put
that's
the
your
bar
fucking loss.
So low. We put the bar so low. We just have to sit and talk.
We
don't have to even talk about anything.
we don't have to accept criticism because we don't care.
Hey, man.
That's a good point.
Everybody out here was structured with an upload schedule. What the fuck is that?
What?
We shoot a podcast and we have to tell Milo 20 times each to upload it. That's our upload schedule. Is whatever the fuck Milo decides to press upload.
To be clear, just so we have a general time frame, I want to prove that I am actually gonna fucking upload this on time. This is being recorded on March 21st.
Dude, don't fucking lie to them. It's February 2nd.
Hey, I just
Okay,
thought about it.
okay.
You guys couldn't come over.
Damn. That's absurd.
That was
That's
unexpected.
fucking absurd. Kick
Really?
him. Kick him out.
Could-
Kick him out.
I got good news for Sawyer though.
Took me out of my life. What?
Since we're talking about real life plans, me and the group of coworkers are doing a little Star Wars watch through, and I was like, I'm gonna invite Sawyer, and Sawyer is gonna watch Star Wars with us.
Like an entire binge? Like one sitting?
I don't know.
Jesus Christmas, that's a lot.
We just want to watch Star Wars together. I don't know if it's like a binge of all the movies or just like our favorites, but we'll be watching Star Wars. It's one of the people is Sam. You know Sam from Frogs.
I know, Sam.
Sam made that meme of you. That meme of your pumpkin.
Very good meme. If you'd like to see my pumpkin, follow me on Instagram.
What's your tag? You gotta say
Hi.
your fucking tag.
Sawyer underscore Latham. Is there an underscore? I don't
No,
know.
there's not.
Sawyer Latham.
There's not.
I don't know.
Or-
There's not.
Honestly, there's not that many Sawyer Lathams in the world. You can find me. You can find me.
There's like 8 Jaco Rears. I swear to fucking
Oh, there
God.
is an underscore.
There was a pug named Milo Cunningham that died.
Oh yeah.
Video on YouTube.
Sawyer's Instagram is shut up Watson.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sawyer's gotta go make something private.
That's not even the bad one. I don't care. I still know. I still know the username from when I was 12.
Oh, you mean? Do I say it? No.
He shakes his head with real certainty. Says no.
I just found it. Oh my god. This is...
Did you seriously text me the name? Text me the name right now. Text me the name right now. Text me the name right now. You can see the veins in my head. I'm not playing. Text me the name right now. I was still a fucking Republican when I made that account.
Oh no. I'm not gonna text you all the numbers, but
Oh, fuck.
Not that one. No. That one is.
It's still
There's one out
funny.
there. There's one out there from. I completely forgot about that one. There's one out there from when I was like 13.
Mm.
I can never delete it.
This
It's
one's
there
like
forever.
2015.
You can
Yeah, that
delete
was
an
freshman
account.
year.
Dude, I think.
Freshman year.
Oh my god.
Yep. It's rough.
No, yeah, this is the one from freshman year.
Yeah.
Dude, this is so funny though. One of your last posts was a picture that says, "Only trust people who like big butts. They cannot lie."
God, you're so
That's a
funny.
really good tweet.
I was so funny. I was so funny, man. I was so funny. I really fell off.
How do you think I feel? Except I'm getting my funny back. Remember when I... Never mind.
Uh-oh. I can move to the story.
I'm gonna ask my mom just in case, but I'm warning you now. It's probably gonna be a no.
Welcome back to Milo's scrolling through Instagram.
Well, yeah, welcome back to Milo's absent from the podcast.
I'm fucking looking through this Instagram, dude. Like,
Welcome
some
back
of
to-
these posts are just like political shit that Sawyer would never say in a million fucking years. That's crazy.
Because I live with my dad, man, and I didn't form my own political opinions till like
Yeah.
sophomore, junior year. But when I did, I fucking made up for it.
Yeah.
I made
Oh,
up
yeah.
for any yikes political statement I could have ever made. I have made up for it. Like, I was like, if this is a political spectrum, like, it's probably reversed on your screen. So, like, this is right, this is left, right? I was kind of like in here, you know. Now I'm just fucking gone.
Yeah.
Now I'm
So-
gone.
He's whoa.
No, I
Right.
took like the political compass test or whatever, and I was literally like the farthest, like almost the farthest bottom left, I think it was.
Yep.
But Sawyer's like he's further than me, like by a good bit, and I am the bottom, like fucking right there. That's me. Sawyer's just fucking gone.
You're exposing my ass.
How am I exposing you?
You're
We've talked political opinions on the podcast before. I am not
Very true.
exposing
Very
anything.
true.
We
One of my
outwardly
favorite-
bashed Ben Shabino.
Benjamin. One of my favorite things I've done recently is I was talking to a Trump supporter about Trump like sexually harassing people. And they were like, yeah, but Bill Clinton. I was like, bitch, I don't give a shit about Bill Clinton either.
That wasn't the fucking question.
Oh man, I like it when people think I'm a liberal. I like to label myself SJW. Crime fighting.
Crime fighting.
Crime fighting SJW. Pink hair, baby, all the way. Oh, grab you by the pussy. What?
I'm sorry. Incorrect.
What do they say, man? They're all anyone in the American political spectrum. They're on the right, so you know I can't tell. It all sounds like the same thing to me.
Against the Odds, featuring Jake.
The right hates minorities and loves corporations. The left hates minorities, loves corporations, but they're woke. They'll
Oh, I
celebrate
understood
Pride
something.
Month, while also making sure that gay marriage is made illegal again. It's quite a possibility. Fun fact: Have you boys heard that? With the whole Amy Coney Barrett coming in to play.
I have no clue. But no.
America is like a football
Milo's.
that got punted to the right, and it's just still going, baby. No one's caught it and tried to run it back yet. Bernie Sanders almost did, but his own fucking team tackled him for some reason. I don't know, man.
That's a great fucking analogy. Jesus.
Joe Biden, he caught the ball, baby, but dude, he's so
But
running. He's
he
running the
just
wrong
stopped.
way.
Oh,
Oh, there goes Milo again. Welcome back to the
thank you,
podcast.
thank
My
you.
name's
Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Milo.
You're Ted Bundy.
I'm
You're
Ted Bundy. I'm Ted Bundy.
You're Ted Bundy.
Welcome to the podcast, and I am Jake Rear.
All right,
What
we're
is Ted
starting
Bundy's
over.
full name?
We're starting over? Or are you? I gotta check if we're
What if Theodore Bundy's name? Wait, what if Ted Bundy? That's my joke.
Theodore.
What if Ted Bundy's name was Theodore Bunyan? I'm not ready yet. Hang on. I got.
Oh, we're not actually. What is happening?
No,
I got
yeah. I deleted the last recording.
I got
We're
something
starting
going.
over.
Hang on. Fuck, I started from the wrong way. Hang on. You gotta give me a couple of seconds.
If you make him laugh, he's just gonna blow out the candles, and if that happens, this is gonna take longer.
Yeah, we're gonna
and
start
I-
over. We're starting over every time I don't like something.
Okay. Okay.
I have no problem leaving and going and get food real quick.
Oh fuck! My lighter got hot.
Oh, fuck me.
Fine.
There's so much dead air in this episode.
Come on, come on, come on, come
H3 Podcast calls himself the Fresh Prince of Dead Air.
on. Blew out the candle trying to blow out the.
God damn it.
That once was a boy. A skinny boy. With a fat ass.
Welcome back to One Terrible
Welcome back to
Podcast.
One Terrible Podcast. I'm your host with the most, Sawyer Latham.
I'm Ted Bundy.
Welcome back. I'm Jake O'Rear.
This is too much. Well, this is just too much. What am I supposed to do with this? This is just too much. Oh, fuck. Oh, there's so much smoke.
No, don't.
I have been playing obscene amounts of Among Us lately.
He has.
I probably have 70 hours in the past month. Which I guess isn't, like, crazy. But it's a lot. Sawyer? Uh-oh. I see your... Oh my god.
Why does he look like Pennywise?
I got smoke in my eye! I got smoke in my eye! I got smoke! I got smoke in my eye! I got smoke in my eye! I got smoke! Oh no!
You get used to it when you smoke cigarettes. So you can tell. Oh, Jesus. He looks like an Ewok that was just punched. His hair is like crazy. Your hair's looking good, though.
Oh, thank you. I've been
It's like,
trying-
this is supposed to be the awkward phase, and if this is what the awkward phase is, you're good.
Thanks, baby. I gotta wait till it's long and luscious again. I got a weird like split coming in right here. That's fine. What the fuck is happening to Milo's camera? Why the fuck is Milo in black and white? Why the fuck is Milo in black and white?
Oh my god.
How the fuck did that happen? Can I do that? Can I do that?
Do what?
I don't know, Milo.
What, you want black and white?
Yeah.
I did it manually through my camera, but you might be able to.
I'm not
How
opening
long
up.
have we been going for?
53.
Oh, okay. I
There's
have no
enough time.
perception of time right now, so I can't tell if.
Good man.
I have no
Good man.
perception of math.
Of math?
Yeah. I got no idea. Is my camera still running? Uh-oh.
Yes.
The horses
my
are
hair
coming.
Sneeze coming. Horses are coming. She says that in that one song I really like by Florence and the Machine. Bad days or dog days are over.
Wait a minute. Oh, good. How does this work? I discovered something crazy. Wow, I just discovered so much fun I could have later with my camera.
What?
OnlyFans.
Huh?
No, I found like a.
Can we
an app
end the
where
podcast?
Jesus Christ! You just
What is
I-
this podcast
guys,
anymore?
listen. It's one terrible podcast. We have a terrible podcast. We're just three boys making a shit podcast, brother. Listen. All right, this goes out to all the viewers. I don't know what to do. Jake doesn't want to shoot the podcast. Milo doesn't want to upload the podcast. I want to make podcast. What I this is my application to find a replacement Jake and Milo. This is a call for any two people to come in and replace Jake and Milo, and we'll just pretend like nothing happened. We'll still call it One Terrible Podcast.
What?
I'll still call you Jake and Milo, but it's just
Weird.
It's two people, any two people.
And you can do the little bit with like where it's me and we look
Yeah.
at each other.
You can look at each other. Here,
That
Milo.
cool
Here,
little ditty.
take the cup. You ready? Take the cup. Oh, you dropped it. There. Oh,
Oh wow.
that's crazy.
You gave me asthma. That was so fucking nuts.
Can you hand me it back, please? Give me it back, please. Ah, thank
Oh
you.
wow.
His hand didn't go through the frame, but still. Your hands weren't on the screen, so they were just somewhere. It was a wormhole or something.
We hold hands.
You guys don't see it, but they're doing like a gang. What's up with all the symbols?
You mean gig signs? You want to give me a kiss, Milo?
What's
No kiss?
way too? Wow, I just did a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Write a fan fiction, please. Someone write fan fiction about me and the boys. Someone, anyone.
Please.
Please write us into Twilight. Make us all vampires or werewolves and have us have a hot sex. Hot sex. Ah, big men.
Big men having sex.
So,
You're my little monkey.
what the fuck is up? Why is nobody having concerts anymore, dude? I want to go to a concert.
I fucking have no man. That beats me, huh?
What the fuck happened? Why did everyone just stop having concerts? Dude,
Uh,
everyone, they must have some good music coming out because everyone stopped going to concerts.
Yeah.
Also, you know what's really real weird I'm going to talk about? See, there was that like whole Tupac hologram, right?
What?
Yeah,
Yes,
a couple of years
I
ago,
know
there
what
was
it
a
is.
Tupac hologram. He sang,
Yeah, I
and they
remember
spent like a lot of money to make Tupac do that and investing in the technology and everything. They took that much money. Why did they do it once? Why did they just do it one time? I mean, if you're gonna like dig up the dead and like shit on someone's legacy like that, why not do it more than once? Make some money off of it.
I
Jesus
thought I heard
Christ.
the last of the
Jesus.
Tupac hologram.
Christ, dude, I'm a fucking commie, and I'm a better capitalist than 90% of y'all idiots.
Well, if it wasn't
Exploit that.
profitable, then why would they do it again?
Oh, it was extremely profitable, my friend.
Oh, was it?
Everyone lost their goddamn minds. You could do it with literally anybody. Freddie Mercury,
They did it with Michael Jackson, right?
Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury. You could do it with The Weeknd.
John Boyega.
You can do it with John Boyega. You could do it with. You could do it. You could do it with Richard Nixon. You could do it with Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
that one Egyptian mummy where they like synthesize his vocals. They could make that like a full thing.
You could do it
You
with
could have him
Caesar.
sing.
You can do it with Genghis Khan.
You could.
Fuck it, bring back Adam and also Eve.
Yeah.
No. Cain and Abel, have them duke it out.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something I have. Admittedly, this wasn't my bid idea, but I just want to bring this up because god damn it, it's funny. Cain and Abel, right? Know the story of Cain and Abel? Cain fucking murked Abel. Just fucking pawned him, 360 no scope that bitch ass.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, that's the first time a death has ever happened in history. It's the first fucking time a murder's ever happened too. Dog, Cain was just messing around with Abel and just like, I don't know, I hit him a little bit on the head, and he's not getting back up. It's like, hey, Abel. Hey, I think Abel's broken. I don't know what's wrong with Abel. This is a prank. Dude, like, could you just imagine being the first person to figure out murder?
That would be so cool.
That'd be sick.
No, what?
That's
That'd be
fucking
crazy.
dope.
So where did Cain's wife come from? Sorry. This atheist talking point slipped out a little bit right there.
Just a little bit.
Dude, so much shit. I want to make... I feel like this wouldn't fly in this country, but I really want to make like a Life of Brian-esque like Bible comedy where I just make and just like point out the fucking absurdity of most Bible stories. Like, bitch, there's a dude, Jonah, got ate by a fucking fish.
Big
Got
fish.
ate by a whale and lived. You telling me that guy doesn't have horrid PTSD? Are you kidding me? Every day he'd wake up screaming that he's in the whale stomach again. Are you what? He'd probably cry every time he went down to the fish market. Are you joking me, dog? Are you pulling him a leg? Also, like, how many like blind people, right?
Oh,
Like after
Jesus.
Jesus, like he like picked up the mud and like rubbed it on the blind guy's eyes, right? And he could see again. How many poor blind people who just didn't see Jesus spent their entire lives just picking up mud and just rubbing it? Just maybe today it'll work. Maybe today it'll work. I mean, dude, cake just caked on from years and years and years. It's so sad. It's so sad. And also, how fucked is it that like on the cross, right? Jesus had like 2 robbers and everything, and he like saved one of them. The other guy's just fucked. It's like, hey man, you're cool. You're not. It's a lot of weird shit like that.
All right.
I am saying this for the sake of the fact that we don't go past an hour.
We're already past an hour.
Fuck.
But I was about to wrap it up anyway.
Okay.
I think it's high time we come to a close. The
High noon.
curtains are closing. Your eyes are closing. It is time for bed. Good night. Good night. Good night. One terrible podcast.